I'm Storm Track 8 meteorologist Marcus Bailey. Thanks for logging on to wishtv.com and the Storm Track 8 weather app. We do have a busy forecast here for the open of this work week. Now tonight, relatively quiet. Won't rule out maybe an isolated thunderstorm for the early evening hours. These will be few and far between, but anything that does develop, because you feel the moisture in the air, has potential of having some pretty heavy downpours. No severe weather expected. And as we get later into the evening and overnight, we lose that daytime heating, so we should be pretty quiet. 80 at 9 o'clock and 78 at 11 o'clock. I do think the bus stop should be relatively quiet as well, but it is going to be muggy. 73 at 6 a.m. to 72 at 7 and into the mid-70s by 8 o'clock. So it's going to be a warm start to the day. Tomorrow's going to be another hot day as we push close to 90 degrees, and heat indices are easily into the mid-90s as we head into the peak of the afternoon. But you see that thunderstorm icon as we head to around the 4 o'clock hour. Another threat for strong to severe storms, and we've actually kind of upped it or elevated the risk here compared to, let's say, the storms that we had Sunday night. This is an enhanced risk for severe weather. Compare that to the slight risk that we had on Sunday. For much of central Indiana and the areas of orange, on a scale of 1 to 5, that's at a 3. We don't see enhanced a lot across our area. All modes of severe weather are in play, although I think the tornado threat is relatively low. What I'm going to be concerned with is damaging straight line wind, and we could have some significantly large hail with some of the storms as well. And we saw this yesterday with some of the heavy downpours. Some flash flooding also could be an issue, especially on some of the streets that are prone to that, so do be aware of that. Let's walk you through the timing of these storms. Now, Futurecast wants to spit out some isolated storms in the morning. I think we're going to be hard-pressed to see that. I wouldn't be shocked if we get 1 or 2, but I don't think it's going to be a widespread issue, probably seeing a little bit more than what we anticipate here for the morning. So this is what we're watching on Futurecast at noon. You see a very potent line moving through Illinois, and so that's going to continue to march into central Indiana for the afternoon. This is at 3 o'clock. You can see that line basically from Kokomo and then bending back toward Terre Haute and then sweeping down to the south and east. As it appears right now, the best energy for the severe weather may end up being south of I-70, but a lot can change. No one knows the exact track of this line until it really starts to get going sometime for Tuesday morning. So make sure you're staying tuned with the forecast. But there is a very good potential that the evening drive could be wet, if not stormy, and a bit of a bumpy ride heading home. Here's the good news. Once we get past this storm complex and Wednesday's storm complex that will provide us with a pretty decent shot for rain, we're going to bring back the temperatures and the humidity drastically. By Thursday, very comfortable air that looks to hang around for the end of the work week and heading into the weekend. And I mentioned those temperatures will take a dive as well. We're near 90 for tomorrow, mid-80s on Wednesday, and then look at Thursday and Friday, splendid. Near 80 degrees, and that humidity very low will just make for a very comfortable end to the work week. Chapman Heated and Cooling 8-day forecast. It kind of will be a gray day on Thursday, and we'll have some of these spotty showers running cooler into the upper 70s. So even though we are more comfortable, it may not be the prettiest of days. I think Friday's pretty good for week 1 of high school football. 80 degrees Friday afternoon. Weekend looks lovely right now. Low to mid 80s both Saturday and Sunday. And then we'll crank up the heat a bit more with scattered storm chances Monday and Tuesday. Highs in the mid 80s.